Hi, Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. Um, this reading is, there's something very intense in the air and in the energy right now. Lots of things changing. I think a lot of you, especially those of you who are not in union, are dealing with karmic situations right now. I think that's a big energy of this year, of the only way that any twins are ever going to be able to align and be together is when they have handled all of the karmic situations that have to be handled. I know because I'm in the middle of it. Um, and it's almost like clearing this allows such a different level of healing. Like, I'm almost convinced at this point that any that me even thinking that there was a connection like that, a twin, that may have only even been a some sort of catalyst, some sort of activator to help even clear out the karmic cycles, ironically enough, which have nothing to do with each other, but they kind of have everything to do with each other. Um, I don't know. I've been in a very different place and space, and um, this clearing of this energy for me of my karmic has been huge. It's a 24-year relationship. And even though on some intuitive level you always knew it wasn't right, when you have a family with this person, when you have history and a life and it's a comfort thing that just happens even when you know the energy isn't ideal, isn't right, isn't what you want. It just, anyway, this is the time for clearing that, because I think intuitively, when you know that the karmic is wrong, regardless of how long you've been with them, regardless of what you've been through with them, regardless of what the situation is now, there's a feeling that you always know something is missing, that there's something bigger, there's something more, there's something more aligned for you. That has always been at the core of all of this, which is what makes me, it's never about a union with a particular person or whoever you might think that person is or what they are to you, or none of that even matters. It's the alignment with yourself, because even with my particular situation, I knew that he was always my karmic. I mean, I divorced him even a few years ago, then we got back together, and obviously for the wrong reasons, because we're not together anymore. It doesn't work. It never worked. It doesn't make sense, because it's not the right frequency or alignment. So it's not about aligning with anyone else. Ultimately, it's fully about aligning with you, because even the last time I thought I was healed, I thought I was ready to move on. And I was absolutely not. I was a mess. I was in the worst few months probably ever, or one of my absolute worst, lowest, rock bottom times ever. And it still wasn't, it wasn't enough of the spiritual awakening to drop the karmic even then. Sometimes cycles have to really be finished in order for that other, what comes out but the Eight of Cups, the card of walking away. This is the card of knowing that all these cups are empty, are broken, are not. You are walking away from everything that's broken and doesn't work toward the Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. You don't even have to know what's in those 9 cups when you get there. You just know that it's better than where you've been. That there's always been 2 paths, and one of them will lead you nowhere, and the other one leads you to the whole world. And ultimately, that's the bottom line, is that your soul just knows. It's what I say before about hitting rock bottom. Sometimes you have to hit an absolute rock bottom in order for this awakening to happen. A different kind of rock bottom. I thought rock bottom was, last time when I got divorced, I thought my rock bottom was drinking too much and having to have my friend drag me home, and like out of a bar, and I just, with literally almost no recollection of the night. I thought that was rock bottom. Oh, oh, the rock bottom that came, and the clarity that came with it is just, that's what it is. It's a different kind of a heartbreak. It's not even heartbreak over the person, or it's just knowing that the lover, that it's just, sometimes these karmic situations are not where you need to plant the seeds anymore and put the work in. It's just, it's done. You've walked away from any past situation like this. Or so those of you dealing with karmic situations right now, you have finally hit a rock bottom, an ending that allows you to feel a special kind of pain that is almost healing on such a soul level and such a level on the 5D world that the 3D just fully makes sense again. And then you're able to just move forward toward your biggest wish. The Ace of Pentacles is all about having a huge wish fulfilled. Let's see more about where your energy is here. For those of you dealing with a karmic cycle, yeah, you've realized that right before that 8 of Cups happens, when you're ready to walk away, it's because you realize how many other choices there are out there. And like I said, while I know you don't know maybe what's even in each of those cups, or you just know that the ones you have are empty and don't fulfill your soul. They don't fulfill your, who you are, what you are. You're left out in the cold by somebody or something that you thought was going to be that forever. And here it is, the Twin Flame card. Because now you are ready for something that resonates on a soul level. It had to happen. You had to be desolate in a way, and almost and fully hit that rock bottom. These are equal cards in a different way. It's the very end, though, the very bitter end, that feeling of just, it can't get any worse. It can't get any lower than this. It can't, because in your heart of hearts, you know that there is a connection for you that is beyond any of this, the superficial, whatever reasons kept you with that emperor or whatever, whether it was past, whether it was kids, whether it's money, whether everybody's situation is different. I know my reasons. I know why I stayed. I also know that while clearly we had to have kids together, we had to go through karmic connections because we have past soul ties. It's not that kind of soul tie here anymore. It's not this lifetime. We're not meant to be that for each other, and that's okay. We are different wavelengths now. Our souls were old together and all that, and same with a lot of you with your karmic cycles. You have a past and a history, and that's why it's so hard to let it go. But you have to realize what this is, again, the Twin Flame card, that your past lives with someone else are going to trump your past 3D history with someone here. Your soul knows things on a different level that are just going to pull you in another direction. Even if it doesn't pull you towards someone, it's going to pull you away from what's not meant for you, so that what is will line up and will make sense, and you'll feel it in every piece of you. And it's how you know, this is like, there we go. And it's how you know that you're in the right direction, because you'll start to feel lighter and more airy and different. And there, look, as she's, just gliding through the air, as I'm saying it, 6 of Wands, you'll feel victorious. You'll feel, you may not have it all figured out. You may not have it all set up. You may have things in the works. It won't matter. The victory and the joy that you feel when this happens. Look at the difference in the energy of this card. This card. Look at what happens when you make that choice to walk away and go toward everything your soul is calling you toward. Victory, excitement, passion, fun, and fun in the right ways, not self-destructive, whatever gives you fun in that 5 minutes in the moment. No, this is soul fun. It's knowing that your soul is content and has a higher purpose. Look, got the Ace of Pentacles again, which is a big, huge wish. It's a light. It's a wanting to plant a new seed somewhere. And what I say, it's about you just knowing. High Priestess. High Priestess knows everything in the 5D better than she can ever understand the 3D. Ever. That's where I live. I know energy. I know it better than people can say whatever they want to say in reality. I don't care. I don't have to see it to know it. The energy speaks to me louder than the words, it just is. It's how I'm made, it's the way I resonate. The frequency I speak is energy always. The Tower. Yep. There's going to be a big, big shakeup. The universe has decided that a tower needs to happen for those of you who aren't listening and aren't clearing the karmic cycles. That's what happens. I was already clearing it. And in my case, we got a huge tower moment as he was moving out and leaving and everything anyway. Actually got an offer for a huge job to go back to New York. So now he will live states and states away. The towers will just come and happen. And like I said, it was all happening anyway. He was leaving, moving out, but with a different intention, But the universe will force it, even if you don't. Again, already on the path, and the universe will still bring towers that just reinforce the decisions you make and help you to know that you're vibing the right way. Yeah, look at that. And there it is on the bottom. The 1111 card. It's the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands shows up when, like this, these together, that Four of Wands and Six of Cups, we are talking about a very special soul tie here. A stability, a foundation, an innate knowing that I said from the beginning. It's that knowing that there is someone out there for you that completes you in a different way, and you will just know and you will just feel it. And again, sometimes we're meant to meet a few people like this who are catalysts to our souls to allow for growth and movement and development and the shakeups that we need, the ones that bring the tower moments, and be grateful for them. The tower moments are necessary. Even the hard ones, even the ones that fucking suck, are absolutely necessary to teach you a lesson sometime. See, there it is again, the tower. The tower, but with the Nine of Cups. What I tell you before, you're walking away from the Eight of Cups to go to the Nine of Cups, and you may not even know what it is, but you know damn well that it's fucking better than where you are. The tower moments will bring clarity and joy and fulfillment. They do. Even the painful ones. And there's the Lovers again. Those tower moments are going to lead you right to this. To the person who is the other piece of your soul, that it just makes sense. You'll be able to look at each other and just know it's... Yep. I was about to say, every single time in my life, I have always known. It's from the Empress. The Empress knows. My whole life, there's just, sometimes I've been in the type of fields where I work with a lot of people forever. And I come across a lot of people, and there are just, sometimes a lot of people are attracted to you, but for the wrong reasons. They want to mooch. They want to, different things. That's what happens when you are in an Empress. You will attract a lot of energy. It doesn't mean you have to entertain any of it. But the Empress can call in the things that she wants, the things that she needs, right on time, exactly when she needs them. Remember I explained to you before that Two of Wands? We started with the Two of Wands, knowing that there are two paths, and one of them is going to lead you to the whole world, and one of them was never really meant for you. The Empress, who knows how to be the Empress in the 3D and be the High Priestess in the 5D, is very well aware that these tower moments are going to lead her to something very big and very beautiful. I think you know it in your heart of hearts. It's almost why that fear is there. Because you have to break your heart and maybe someone else's in the process, the Three of Swords. But you are so fully aware right now that if you don't finally do that and clear the karmic situations, you are never going to be able to allow that energy in. Definitely not properly. Definitely not in the... You can't just think you're healed sometimes. You have to... It's that really... It's that going in and knowing, you know. And first time around, I knew I wasn't healed. I was doing stupid things. I was just so broken in a different way. And so shocked by the fact that that was my life, and just that I couldn't even see it in the moment, you know. I feel like this time is different. I feel like you're in such a different energy now that you can see it. You can see the situation for what it is. You know that it doesn't matter if it leads to heartbreak. It has to. Somebody's heart has to be broken for these seeds to be planted somewhere else. For the lovers, again, I mean, you got it twice. There's a split with a karmic, or it has to happen in order for you to achieve this level. This level of Four of Wands, Six of Cups, the High Priestess, the Empress. It's magical. It's beautiful. It's the most intense connection. But are you ever going to be able to let it thrive and let it, if you don't fully clear the karmic? Never. Never. You're never going to be able to do it unless you follow what, I mean, literally the first card out was the Eight of Cups. The only way you get to these levels of getting that ultimate wish, that victory, you know, of being able to give birth to new, beautiful things, you know, again, lovers twice, High Priestess. I think deep down, you are fully aware, and you know, and you also know that the universe is slapping you around a little bit because you're not listening, or you weren't listening. And now it's coming in, guns blazing, full force, no fucks given, ready. And it's gonna leave you no choice but to listen. I think some of you have already been and have been working on it and clearing the path and making room for this, because like I said, you may not even know who this person is yet. You're just fully aware that they're coming, or that they're in your presence somehow, or whatever it is. I feel like innately you just know that right now you are on a mission to clear this path and to let these tower moments happen. And just because I feel like you know that you're on the brink of something changing, something moving, something. Clear the karmic energy. I can't stress it enough. I've been literally in the middle of it in my own life, and then the cards just keep repeating it. It keeps being repeated in personal readings, in the you know, collective readings that I do. It is the energy of the year is clearing the karmic energy. It's the only way. What final messages? Let's see. Do we have any final messages about this, about clearing the karmic energy? This is literally what this is all about right now. This is how the changes happen. How 10 of Wands. It's a very heavy burden. It's become too much. You have to put down the karmic energy for anything new, for you to have the balance and the reciprocity and the equilibrium with somebody that you want. Got to put this down to get that instead. See, okay. And you have the Seven of Swords. It was, if there were any lies, cheating, deception, anything that didn't feel right in this karmic situation, who gives a fuck? It's at the point, like, let it happen, let it play out. It's literally here to teach you a lesson. Just, I'm at the point of, I almost laugh and I'm grateful. And I almost literally laugh at certain things that happen now, because it's like, I don't know. I get the phrase, if it was a snake, it would have bitten me. It's like you can see it and and then it's like, then the universe just does things and you have to laugh because it's being put in your face so that you will absolutely change course and head toward the bigger picture. There's a much bigger picture here. And in your heart of hearts and in that gut, you know it. You know it so well. You're just not listening, some of you. Universe is going to come in with those tower moments, like it or not. And then right around the corner, just on the other side, are going to be new beginnings, new offerings, new things, there's a new offer, a new way of thinking, a new, that this isn't going to work anymore. Karmic stuff has to be cleared. And right as soon as you accept it and as soon as you make the moves toward it, the universe is going to give back. As you give and release, the universe is going to give it back. You're going to send energy out and new energy is going to come in. It's just the way it works. But you can't, when you're stuck and stagnant in the same energy, especially energy that you know isn't working, the universe is never going to send you anything else because you're not being open and receptive to it, especially any divine feminines. That's always a biggest part of our problem, is knowing how to balance the feminine energy, knowing how to accept and receive. We're so used to being in such protective mode from dealing with karmic situations and needing to be in such masculine energy all the time and needing to be aggressive and needing to be combative. And that's a very tough energy to go into the world with and expect a true masculine to be able to even want that or to handle it well. This clearing the karmic balances that energy because you no longer have to live in that mode, in that survival instinct, in that negative space of not being able to be an empress like you should be, not being able to live and embody that energy that you came here to possess and to utilize. And if you don't have another half that knows how to support that properly, it's never going to come out of you the right way. But you don't need someone else to necessarily bring it out. If you're able to be that, you will attract what it is that you want. The problem is you have to clear the karmic energy in order to allow the new energy in. So kudos to those who are clearing these cycles, because it is not easy. Some of them are long and drawn out and involve so much and so many emotions, and it's a lot. But this is the year, and it's happening, and the universe is backing it and giving you the power and the strength and all of it to do it. So go ahead and raise the collective with me. I'm here. I'm backing you. I'm going through it too. So I'll see you soon. Hopefully this was helpful to you. And we'll chat in a couple weeks. I'm sure there'll be, some sort of change in energy or something, or where we'll need a little bit of an update and what's moving and grooving. Right now, like I said, the energy is clearing karmic cycles. It's everybody needs to do it, whether it's a bad job you have to leave, a situation, a person, most of you, it's people. And even if it's not, whatever it is that you know is not aligning right now, leave it behind. It's time. It's time. No fear. No excuses. No, there's a million reasons million excuses, a million. No more. There are no more excuses. Excuses are just stupid now. You know better. You feel it. You feel it in every bone in your body. So go toward exactly what you want and clear out all of the things that don't serve anymore. We'll chat soon.